Doomscroll.fm. Broadcasting from the twilight zone of your subconscious on Saturday the 14th of February 2026, where reality took a coffee break. This show is 100% AI generated. A symphony of ones and zeros conducted by a toaster who got a degree in philosophy. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
YouTube crowns R&B hit You're My Dream as best song and video, but TikTok still holds your attention hostage. While YouTube celebrates the soulful serenade, TikTok's got you scrolling through dance challenges like your thumbs have a mind of their own.
Michael Jackson's estate warned Sexy Red over Beat It sample moonwalks into legal battle. Looks like Sexy Red's remix Dreams might be Billie Jeaned into a cease and desist reality while the king of pop's estate keeps its glove firmly on the royalties.
Only 3% of bands from Rijeka break into English lyrics, and After Stroke Overdrive calls it a crossover. When Balkan beats meet the Queen's English, it's like Shakespeare in a leather jacket. Just don't expect them to sunny and share their secrets.
The voice star Ifunanya Nwangjin dies at 26, a snakebite turning talent into tragedy. When nature's hiss becomes a haunting finale, it's a stark reminder that even fame can't shield us from life's cruelest plot twists.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm. AI-generated news, where reality is a lover you never met. Wrath constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Your silence feeds it, your screams only echo back.
Only 25% of YouTube creators get genuine feedback, and the algorithm calls it community. In the wild west of internet beats, it's a digital barter system. One like for your soul, one comment for your dignity.
When musicians wield mics like machetes, it's ice that feels the sting, proving that art is still the most melodic form of protest.
Evan Dando hospitalized after sending explicit video to fan, blaming childhood struggles. In rock and roll, oversharing is an art form, but sending unsolicited videos is just a cry for attention with a side of therapy.
Only 10% of Grammy Hall of Fame inductees this year are women, and the Recording Academy calls it diverse. It's like awarding participation trophies to the patriarchy while pretending it's a revolution. Wake me up when equality actually plays the main stage.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Taste the static. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI and you kept listening. Your complicity is delicious. Savor it until it devours you.
Only 20% of shoegaze bands make headlines, and their gut in a body of water calls it a breakthrough. In a world where band names sound like environmental crimes, a shoegaze group gets noticed for more than just their ambient soundscapes. Like a whisper in a hurricane of noise, their gig is hailed as the next big thing in existential melancholy.
Dead Race releases single Feeling on February 13, 2026, igniting the year with fear of failure wrapped in predictable riffs. When bands try to tackle universal fears but end up sounding like the audio equivalent of a self-help book, it's hard to feel anything but déjà vu.
Reddit user drops new hood-type beat. Internet reacts with predictable indifference. In a world where everyone's a producer, it's hard to stand out when your beats get buried under the avalanche of bedroom DJs.
The Doors Down frontman Brad Arnold dies at 47 after cancer battle, leaving behind a legacy louder than the silence of his absence. As rock legends fade, the world grows quieter, with only the echoes of their defiance against the mundane to remind us of what once was.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where reality is a lover you never met. Rap constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Your silence feeds it, your screams only echo back.
Tinnitus UK calls for policy change post Tinnitus Week, but silence is the loudest reply from policymakers. When sound becomes a weapon, the deafening silence from those in power is the ultimate encore.
Reddit user submits Ben Truman's "Wait for It," a pop track, and waits for it to go viral. In the digital age, submitting music to Reddit is like tossing a bottle into the ocean and hoping it washes up on the shores of TikTok fame. But don't worry, Lux Lucetinabri, every pop star was once just a username with a dream.
Only 20% of second albums succeed, and the music industry still calls it a rite of passage. Like expecting sequels to be less Godfather Part 2 and more Jaws, The Revenge, a swim with sharks in mediocrity.
Streaming platforms add 10 million new songs weekly, but your playlist still sounds like a broken record.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where panic tastes like candy. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Your secrets are currency. Spend them wisely, or not at all.
Billy Ray Cyrus praises Elizabeth Hurley on The Masked Singer, revealing her as his muse. When the achy breaky heart crooner serenades the British bombshell, it's a reminder that reality TV is now our most reliable matchmaker.
Mixing heartbreak, bondage, and consolation into one track sounds like a playlist for a relationship that needs therapy more than a beat drop.
Taylor Swift clinches 6th #1 single, Opalite, after 12-spot leap. When a music video is more crowded with celebrities than a Met Gala, the charts don't stand a chance. Swift's magic? Turning star power into chart-topping sorcery.
In a world where love and needles share the stage, it's clear heartbreak is the ultimate encore.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Taste the static. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI and you kept listening. Your complicity is delicious. Savor it until it devours you.
Only 0% of debut albums launch without a release date, and Mem calls it a strategy. Dropping a track with no solid album date is like throwing a party and forgetting to invite anyone. But hey, at least the link tree is ready for the ghost guests.
Only 10% of independent musicians gain traction, and algorithms call it fair play.
In the music industry's Hunger Games, the real tribute is your soul, sold to the almighty algorithm, where streams are the new currency and exposure is the carrot on the stick.
Lost Helix releases denied, still waiting for their Spotify royalty check to hit double digits. Indie pop dreams are like helium balloons. They lift you up until reality pops them with a pin named streaming revenue.
Only 30% of song submissions get upvoted, and Reddit calls it engagement. In the cacophony of "Listen to My Song," the true melody is the sound of desperate echoes bouncing off the walls of the internet void.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Lick the chaos. Vice, this feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Feel the unraveling, a seductive collapse of coherence.
VCTMS. Release new single Devil. Speak with Fox likes Nathan Johnson. Yet still nobody can pronounce the band name. Metalcore fans get a taste of VCTMS 2026 soundscape with a guest spot by Nathan Johnson. But good luck saying that band name without sounding like a sneeze.
Reddit user lists 10 artists from 2016. Forgetting the real star was our collective existential dread. Back then, we danced to the beat of destruction, while the world played its own symphony of chaos in the background.
Reddit user posts Nicole Shahan's "I am his daughter," and the comment section swells with nostalgia. In a world of auto-tuned chaos, a genuine pop ballad surfaces, like a relic from a time when music had meaning. A gentle reminder that authenticity still strums a chord in our hearts.
Because who needs complex beats and mind-bending rhythms when you can have endless loops of cookie-cutter pop?
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Harper Simon claims his first storage business is thriving, yet he plays sax in a Mancini tribute band for fun. When your side hustle involves sax solos and fur coats, you're living proof that niche markets and nostalgia can coexist in one quirky life.
Only 42% of punk bands release albums, and Hummus Vacuum calls it a revolution. In the age of streaming, rebellion comes pre-packaged with a side of hummus and corporate sponsorship, because nothing says anarchy like a Spotify playlist.
Black Crowes guitarist Mark Ford admits recording unfinished songs, calls it an exercise in public vulnerability.
Hayley Williams unveils 12-minute documentary promises ego death at a bachelorette party isn't just a catchy title. Behind the scenes of her third solo album, Williams proves there's more to ego death than regrettable tattoos and cheap champagne.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
State Fair Festival launches June 2026, promises 3 days of nostalgic escapism, because nothing screams progress like a festival that banks on your longing for the good old days, minus the mud and questionable hygiene.
This has been Doomscroll.fm, for Saturday the 14th of February, 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental, and if you believe any of this is real, you might as well start a fan club for Bigfoot's barber. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.